supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators offense will come out first. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death bowl the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped. And Georgia knows in this one this time, they've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that could win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak TD.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Gators are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wibbles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is great.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hope. He breaks a tackle. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
Rides the back on the option to give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Open space at the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lawrence. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gator. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hope. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hope. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The running game has been slammed in reverse on the last 2 plays. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out fast. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Georgia! A great run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Forced out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Gators in the hurry up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Hope. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their own.
Brings into the open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time down to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The inside handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gators are flying down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing.
Beck's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finished.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's no...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle. You got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bridges. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
A strike downfield. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This game hasn't gone the way they... But coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Grimes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him.
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unleashes one. Working on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Nice job by the D. Playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Wide open downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. One more play to pad the stats. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Jordan.